the headlines of this hour on VTV News. Party chief begins official visit to Indonesia, leveraging Vietnam-Indonesia bilateral ties. And later on, Guangnam launches first intra-province tourism route.
Broadcasting from Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam. VTV News starts right now.
Good morning. It is currently 8 a.m. local time and you're tuning in to 15 minutes of VTV News. I'm Lilin Lei with the latest updates. Party General Secretary Tho Lam, his spouse, and a high-ranking Vietnamese delegation arrived in Jakarta Sunday afternoon, commencing a state visit to Indonesia and an official visit to the ASEAN Secretariat based in the country until March the 11th. More to follow.
Party General Secretary Tho Lam started his state visit to Indonesia on Sunday afternoon at the invitation of Prabowo Subianto, President and Chairman of the Great Indonesia Movement Party. Party General Secretary Tho Lam is the highest-ranking party leader to visit Indonesia since 2017 and the first Vietnamese Party General Secretary to visit the ASEAN Secretariat. Indonesia welcomed the delegation with its most solemn ceremony, including 7 cannon salutes. As soon as he arrived in Jakarta, Party General Secretary Tho Lam met with leaders of major Indonesian corporations and enterprises. The party leader welcomed Saputra's investment activities. He suggested that the group continue to promote new projects with Vietnamese partners. In meetings with the leadership of Alamtree Resources and Gojek groups, the party chief commended their achievements in Indonesia, especially in emerging industrial fields, and proposed strengthening cooperation. During discussions with leaders of Sungai Budi Group, Party General Secretary Tho Lam highlighted opportunities for enhanced cooperation with Vietnamese partners in agricultural product distribution, including seafood and halal food. Meeting with the chairman of the Indonesian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Party General Secretary Tho Lam highlighted the importance of connecting the two countries' enterprises and economies. He stressed that bilateral cooperation must ensure long-term and sustainable development and create momentum to advance the entire ASEAN business community. Also on Sunday afternoon, Party General Secretary Tho Lam attended a ceremony announcing the operation of Vietnam Airlines' direct flight route between Ho Chi Minh City and Denpasar, the capital of Bali, from June 2025. In the first phase, from June 1st, Vietnam Airlines will operate direct flights with a frequency of 4 round trips per week, increasing to 7 flights per week in July.
On Sunday afternoon, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính chaired the 16th meeting of the State Steering Committee for National Key Transport Projects. Representatives from 44 provinces and cities with key projects participated online.
Since the 15th meeting, ministries, branches, and localities have actively implemented their assigned tasks to accelerate key projects. The Prime Minister, on behalf of the government, commended these entities for collaborating to build a modern and integrated transport infrastructure system. However, he highlighted several urgent limitations that require resolution. He assigned Deputy Prime Minister Tran Hom Ha to establish the Appraisal Council. The Ministry of Finance must review and propose amendments to the investment law, public investment law, and bidding law in March. Additionally, 30% of administrative procedures must be reviewed for potential removal by next June.
Localities must complete site clearance by established deadlines. This mission requires a united effort from the entire political system. All land for national key projects must be fully cleared by the end of March 2025. There can't be any more delays.
The Prime Minister stressed that projects slated for completion in 2025 must have adequate funding. He emphasized choosing the swiftest implementation options when adjusting capital for public-private partnerships. On construction materials, he directed the Ministry of Public Security to inspect localities' compliance with the law on minerals and relevant resolutions from the National Assembly and government. Any corruption, misconduct, or exploitation of building materials for group interests will be strictly handled. At the meeting, the Prime Minister issued directives for specific key projects nationwide, including accelerating the Laogai-Hanoi-Haiphong Railway project and increasing state funding for the Humi-Chilang Expressway project.
During an inspection of North-South Expressway projects in Hà Tĩnh, Quảng Bình and Quảng Trị provinces on Sunday, Deputy Prime Minister Nguyễn Chí Dũng emphasized that completing these 267-kilometer sections is crucial for reaching the government's target of 3,000 kilometers of expressways this year. The Deputy Prime Minister urged investors and contractors to accelerate construction while also calling for a review of funding sources, the development of rest-stop plans, and measures to ensure synchronized project completion. The Bến Thành Suối Tiên Metro Line, or Metro Line number 1 in Ho Chi Minh City, was officially inaugurated on March the 9th, following 2 months of commercial operations. The nearly 20-kilometer line, completed after 10 years of construction, began service on December the 22nd. Operating daily from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m., 9 trains run at 8 to 12-minute intervals, reaching speeds of 110 kilometers per hour on elevated sections and 80 kilometers per hour underground, serving over 76,000 passengers daily. As Vietnam's first metro line, it represents the country's largest ODA 8 project from Japan to date. Following the development of 3 urban railway lines, the National Assembly passed a resolution on February the 19th to pilot specific mechanisms and policies to develop the urban railway network in Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City, which will span hundreds of kilometers. During his lifetime, late President Ho Chi Minh emphasized the vital performance of planting trees and transforming barren lands and hills into green spaces. In response to his teachings, the tree planting movement has flourished. Once barren lands are now covered with thriving forests, which protect the environment while providing steady income for many people.
In Ngọc Phái Commune, Zap received a contract to protect 30 hectares of forest and 3 hectares of production forest land. He invested in planting magnolia conifera trees, and within just a decade, the once bare hill transformed into a lush magnolia conifera forest.
According to Uncle Ho's teachings, we must plant and protect forests. We have been doing this since 1992. Now they have all become big trees.
Ngọc Phái Commune is one of 16 communes in Area 1, a particularly difficult area of Bagan province. The local population consists mainly of Tây, Nung and Dao ethnic groups. Due to the steep mountainous terrain, agricultural land is limited. Natural forests and production forests grow side by side throughout the area.
In accordance with the Sustainable Forestry Development Program, the commune has deployed it to all individuals' households. Households regularly take care of the existing forest area well, and at the same time, develop planted forests to preserve rare plant resources.
Planting trees is essential to creating forests. Every year, Chợ Đồn district aims to plant 500 hectares of trees to expand forest coverage.
Currently, all localities are restoring forests on previously exploited forest land, bare hills, and mountains. We also plant large timber forests to provide additional income for residents.
With climate change becoming increasingly complex, planting and protecting forests has become an urgent priority.
Quảng Nam provincial authorities announced on Saturday a new tourism route linking three iconic destinations, Hội An, Mỹ Sơn, and Đông Giang Heaven Gate. Stretching nearly 100 kilometers, the route showcases the region's stunning landscape, rich culture, and warm hospitality. Hội An Town, a UNESCO-recognized World Heritage Site, is famed for its ancient architecture and cultural heritage. Mỹ Sơn Sanctuary, also UNESCO-listed, features a complex of chum towers. Đông Giang Heaven Gate, an ecotourism gem, boasts the largest number of natural waterfalls in Vietnam and the striking Ngọc Dông Glass Bridge. The new route is expected to boost tourism in western Quảng Nam. The recent Ho Chi Minh City Áo Dài Festival captivated audiences with its creative storytelling, portraying historical narratives through Áo Dài. The festival featured numerous engaging interactive activities, making it a must-see attraction.
Letters from the City is one of 17 collections showcasing Ho Chi Minh City's 50-year history and development. A highlight of the collection is the series of stamps on letters that connected soldiers at the front lines with their families back home. The Áo Dài designs convey Vietnam's historical legacy and progress to visitors.
I really like wearing áo dài, and today I was very surprised to see how diverse and creative áo dài designs can be.
Many visitors to Vietnam are interested in local stamps, and that is also the inspiration for this collection. Our aim is to tell stories through fashion that create a sense of familiarity for visitors.
This year's festival serves as the opening cultural and tourism event in a series celebrating the 50th anniversary of the liberation of the South, the country's reunification, and Ho Chi Minh City's development.
The Ho Chi Minh City is very well. It's nice festival. It's nice traditional Vietnam people. It's very nice.
This year's festival not only promotes Áo Dài, but is also expected to become one of the city's featured tourism offerings.
Through its diverse and meaningful activities, the Ho Chi Minh City Áo Dài Festival serves as both a unique cultural tourism attraction and an important economic driver for the city. It helps promote local tourism while enhancing Ho Chi Minh City's image worldwide.
Up next, let's have a look at the weather forecast for Vietnam and other locations in the world. And that is all that we have for this hour on VTV News. To rewatch our program, you can visit our website or YouTube channel or download a mobile app VTVgo for more. Thank you for watching, and goodbye for now.